Good afternoon, folks. This is JK from the Ministry of Otaku, 13-year veteran of the anime convention scene and cosplaying autographer for the DC metropolitan area. Many conventions are not pushing for a return to normal operations despite the widespread availability of vaccines. They're going super crunch and woke with vaccine mandates, mask mandates, hygiene fear, mandatory physical distancing, remove events, which suck all the fun and enjoy what an anime convention should be. This flies in the face of sports arenas and nightclubs and dance halls across the United States that are back to normal in most states. This begs the question, if you're doing all of this, what's the point of the vaccine? Since many people have refused to give me a straight answer, I'll tell you what it is. Crunch fear and virtue signaling. With many anime conventions in the red financially since the Great Lockdown started, having these measures will cost them more in lost revenue from people choosing not to attend said conventions. Instead of focusing on a push to normal or better than normal situation, they choose to do all this. Which in this situation, I have covered and talked about many times on this channel, including a full statement I made some weeks ago indicating that I will not attend any convention, any anime or comic conventions that pose said fear. One of them is DeltaHCon, an anime convention held in Houston, Texas, which will be holding the convention in July of this year. They have all the hallmarks of crunch and fear. It's also one of the smaller anime cons in the anime convention scene in Texas, so putting all this. So in reality, will harm them in the long run, because almost every convention that is doing this is appealing to current bros that will not attend the convention anyway, and push away those who do want to go back. But they don't know this, and if they do know, they don't care anymore, due to the amount of fear propaganda that's been pumped in their heads by corporal media. But on June 7th, the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, has recently signed a law called Senate Bill 968, which outlaws so-called vaccine passports and prevents all business except for nursing homes from asking consumers to show their vaccine status. The ban was originally made through executive order on April 5th. And was signed on April 5th, outlawing the state or some business that receive funds from the state government from acquiring COVID vaccine passports. The law, which is really extensive, that it covers many issues beyond just the vaccine information letter, but the section outlawing businesses from requiring vaccine passports and can be found on page 13 in the enrolled version of the bill. The bill has gone into effect immediately, and you can read through that bill that says on page 13, section 14, subsection C, a business in this state may not require a customer to provide any documentation certifying the customer's COVID vaccine, vaccination, or post-transmission recovery to reentry, to gain access to or to receive services from the business. A business that fails to comply with this section is not eligible to receive a grant or enter a contract payable with state funds. In light of this bill being made into law, why DeltaHCon has not updated their policy in response to it? Have they gotten the memo, or they have the memo, or did not listen to them? Or they keep it as a form of a virtue signal? Because if they choose to do so as a virtue signal, and they do not get challenged, this sets a dangerous precedent. What if having proof of a quarantine vaccine isn't enough, and you have to have proof of vaccinations against sexually transmitted diseases such as hepatitis or HPV? Because there are plenty of stories of orgies during anime cons and people getting sexually transmitted diseases from unprotected sex. And vaccine passports and quarantine fear will not stop you from getting gone for a con crud. It's going to happen. Anyway, instead of mandating useless fear like this, the best solution is to tell people if you're over 50 or high risk, take a vaccine. And if you feel sick, stay home. And if you feel sick while in a convention, wear a medical mask to protect other people if you have signs of sneezing and coughing. For all other things, they should just go back to normal. Convention runners are better off going back to normal than to implement measures that are a waste of time and money, and in some states like in Texas, illegal. Already 20 or so states have outlawed vaccine passports or mandatory proof of vaccine status before entering a business or event. But please let me know what you think in the comment section. Please do not forget to subscribe, share, ring the doorbell for notifications, and I'll see you in the next video. And if you're planning to attend any anime convention, take a multivitamin 5 days before you attend one. Keep taking one during a convention and 5 days after a convention. That alone will mitigate the risk of having concord more than having these security fear restrictions imposed by an anime convention. Thanks for watching.